Good morning and welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Heather.Tiedman and Jonathan.tiedman is somewhere here. We make up the Lexington group powered by eXp Realty down here in the Columbia area of South Carolina. Today we're going to take a drive down Harbison Boulevard, which has a lot of our shopping and activities and restaurants in the Irmo area of South Carolina. I know a lot of people have questions about Irmo. It is part of the Lexington Richland 5 school district, so they do want to know a little bit more about the area. Harbison Boulevard is very conveniently located off of Interstate 26. Traffic on Harbison Boulevard can be a bit of a struggle at times. There are quite a few lights. There's a lot of traffic trying to come on and off of Harbison because this is also where the Columbiana Mall is located, which I will do a drive around in this video of the Columbiana Mall. So you will see a lot of stops and starts, and this was pretty early in the morning when we recorded this, so there wasn't nearly as much traffic as there typically is. So that is something to keep in mind. Especially during the holiday season, Harbison can get very, very backed up. On Harbison Boulevard, you will see a lot of stores, a lot of shopping grocery stores. There's a Publix, as you can see here. There is a Walmart. There are a lot of craft and home decor stores, furniture stores. You have places like Ethan Allen, Ashley Home Furniture, Home Goods, Michael's, Haverty, which is what we're passing now. These are all crafts, home goods, and furniture stores that you can find off of Harbison. We actually just got a pop shelf that we're passing right now. I actually went in there the other day. It's pretty nice. It wasn't what I was expecting, but I don't mind it too much. This is where you'll find the Olive Garden. A lot of people like Olive Garden. It's not really my thing, but you know, do you? We also just passed Once Upon a Child, which is a great consignment shop for children's clothes, baby furniture, baby toys, that kind of thing. You know, kids grow super quick, and it's not always necessary to spend a lot of money on new clothes for them. Once Upon a Child is a great place to go pick up a few necessary items. Also, if you've ever been to the Crab Hut, let me know, because we'll be sitting here for a while because we're stuck at a traffic light. But I've never been to the Crab Hut, so if you have, let me know in the comments if it was any good. As we're driving along, we're going to come to the ChickfilA, which is right up here. This also causes a lot of traffic on Harbison because everyone loves them some ChickfilA, so they're trying to get in and out of that parking lot. Causes a little bit of traffic backup. Oh, he's gotten fancy with the camera, I see. Driving outside the car. We are coming up to the home goods that I mentioned. There's an Ulta in this parking lot as well. So if you love makeup like I do, there's also an Ulta. We're coming up on the Walmart and the Best Buy. And then as we get past this, we're going to come up on the interstate. And I'm going to take you past the interstate. There's not a ton past the interstate. There is a Home Depot and a Lowe's, but I wanted to take you guys to see the Frankies Fun Park. That is going to be coming up shortly. It's a big arcade. It's a lot of fun for kids. But we're going to sit here by the interstate again at a light. And I also cut a lot of this out, but there's still a lot of sitting in traffic. But back to Frankies. So at Frankies, there are a lot of things for kids to do. There's laser tag, there's bumper cars, there's putt-putt, arcade games. I do believe they have bumper boats still, as well as like baseball, like batting cages. That's what they're called. Batting cages. So Frankies Fun Park is a great thing to take your kids to do if you have the extra time. We're also about to pass the Hooters, so if you like Hooters, there you go. Also, down that direction is the Harbison State Park and a cute little, I believe it's a river. And you can like hang out by the bridge. There's places to park and go stand out by the water, which is a lot of fun. We're going to be coming up here shortly. You'll see me turning off Harbison. It is off of Harbison, Frankies, but I did want to take you guys down to see it. And driving around. A lot of trees. There's not nearly as much shops and things off of Harbison over here. You're going to start getting into the more suburban part where you'll see a lot of houses and a lot of neighborhoods and things like that. But we're not going to go that far down. We're going to turn into Frankies, which is coming up here really quickly. And then after Frankies, what we're going to do is, I'm trying to get all my talking out at the beginning because I'm going to play music towards the end. So I'm kind of go over everything here in the beginning. After we turn into Frankies and drive around, we're going to come back and I'm going to show you the other side of Harbison, and I'm going to do a lap around the mall. In the mall, you're going to find a Dave & Buster's, which is going to be somewhat similar to the Frankies Fun Park. The Dave & Buster's are all over the country, so you're probably pretty familiar with those. It's really a big arcade and a restaurant, but it is conveniently located in the mall, which is nice. If you want to take your older teens to go to Dave & Buster's while you do some shopping in the mall, that's always a fun time. I mean, I wouldn't know. I don't have teenagers, but I imagine that probably would be a fun time. So as we leave here, we are going to come up to a Lowe's on the right. As I mentioned earlier, there is also a Home Depot up the road. So if you're wrong and you prefer Home Depot, there is an option up there. There are also roads off of Harbison that also have a ton of stuff to do. I will note a few things that you will not see in this video. Off of Bauer Parkway is a Regal movie theater and also a lot of great restaurants. Like Kiki's Chicken and Waffles, one of my favorite restaurants that Harbison has to offer. It is off of there. Platos Closet, which I do believe is a nationwide store as well. It's kind of like Once Upon a Child, but for teenagers. So if you have older teens or you're a young adult or an older adult, I don't judge. Do you? If you want to go to Platos Closet, buy some recent clothes. I believe they have like a 2-year policy. It has to be less than 2 years old. Then yeah, that may be a great option for you. Also off of Harbison, there is a Sam's Club. I know a lot of people love Sam's Club. There is an Academy Sports and Outdoors. I prefer Academy, but there's also a Dick's over there. Trying to think now. There's a Blaze Pizza, which if you are keto like me, they have a great keto pizza option that I really enjoy. Off the other side of Columbiana, there are a whole strip of different kind of restaurants. Our favorite on that side is Rio's Steakhouse. They're a Brazilian steakhouse, and that is where we like to go for special occasions. My husband and I both went there when we had our first closings ever as realtors, when we were baby realtors. It's a great place. You go around, they have a giant salad bar, but there's way more than just salad on this salad bar. And then when they walk around with different cuts of meat, and you take as much or as little as you want. Highly recommend the grilled pineapple. Hands down, probably one of my favorite things that they have. Also, I believe it's the Parmesan crusted pork. That is also phenomenal. And there's just a lot of stuff that I love from there. I am a foodie at heart, so really I can just go over and over all the different great food options off of Harbison. But I will stop now. This is our mall here that you're seeing on the right. Forever 21, there's the Dave & Buster's. I'm going to do a lap around the mall. I mean, honestly, you don't really see much because it's a mall and most of the stores are inside. This is not like an outlet mall where you have a great selection of outside options. However, this is a pretty good mall. I know malls are kind of dying out, but in this mall in particular, most of the stores are still there. So that's awesome. You don't really see that a lot other places, and I know a lot of places are losing their malls. They're not able to keep stores in there. However, this one seems to be doing fairly well. Now, I am not an expert on malls or anything, but from what I see as a consumer when I'm in there, it seems pretty filled. There's always a lot of people in there shopping. If your kid likes the carousel and you don't want to do the carousel, I don't recommend going in the food side, because your kids will see it and beg you to do the carousel. However, but it's a couple bucks, so I mean, if you wanted to do it, it's there. Now, as we're driving around the mall, I'll go back to telling you a few things that are not focused in the video that you will see off of Harbison. I noted that there is a Regal movie theater. There is also, I think it's an AMC. And I actually really like the other theater. That it's kind of like off in a corner by itself. There's not a lot of traffic over there. And I do believe it's the AMC Harbison is what it's called. It's by a Chinese buffet, which is also phenomenal. It's called the Flaming Supreme, I believe. Also highly recommend. Both movie theaters off of the Harbison Boulevard are upgraded with recliner seats. I believe they both have heated seats, but I am fairly certain that at least the AMC does. I'm not 100% sure about the Regal. Also, it's a little bit off of Harbison. It's a little further down than most of the stuff that I am talking about. There is a Stars and Strikes. I have actually never been to this, but I hear really great things. It's a bowling alley, and I believe an arcade, and there's a lot of like arcade type things on this side of town. But I do hear really good things about Stars and Strikes and the bowling alley. And I do believe there is another bowling alley on that side of town as well. I just realized that it ended up talking most of this video and not really playing any music, so I apologize about that. I know there's a lot of people wanting to move here and want to know much about the area. I will say there are quite a few neighborhoods right off of Harbison that a lot of people love, so those may be something that you would like to check out in the future. But I am going to do my whole end of video spiel while you see the rest, so I don't have to rush at the end. But I appreciate you guys riding down Harbison with us. Please drop the questions below and I'm happy to answer them. I really appreciate you liking and subscribing to our videos. That helps us grow. That motivates us to put out more content. And also, if you're looking to move to this area and you have not already checked out my moving to Lexington, South Carolina, we do not just cover Lexington there. We cover Lexington, all of Lexington County, Columbia, and parts of Kershaw County. I know a lot of people plan on moving to Lexington, and for one reason or another, they end up going to an outskirts of Lexington. So I try to cover a little bit of everything in my Moving to Lexington group. So if you are in that group and you are watching this video, drop me a comment below and let me know. But until then, I will see you guys later, and I really appreciate you guys stopping by. And I will see you later. Bye! And here's about 40 seconds worth of music that I promised.